thesis on the impact. His PhD thesis is very close to finished on the impact of the Grameen program on the family and community relations of the borrowers. So he's not focusing so much on the economic impact, but how the Grameen program empowers the women in their family and in the community. Kazi worked in Grameen for many years. He was involved with Grameen in the earlier period, and in fact then became a consultant with them, and then he came here. He had a personal reference from Muhammad Yunus, who he keeps in contact with, and knows the system very well.
Thank you. My name is Kazi Rouf. So today I'm going to present my thesis on Grameen Bank, Women Borrowers, Private and Public Space Development in Patriarchal Bangladesh. Professor Jack Porter is my thesis supervisor, and today is the chair session. The objectives of the study is to examine at what levels Grameen Bank women borrowers are being empowered to participate in different private space and public space activities and events in Patriarchal Bangladesh, and how Grameen Bank 16 decisions enhance women borrowers' private and public space development. So here I use three terms: private space and public space and 16 decisions. So I'm going to explain that a little bit. So in my thesis, I explain the meaning of my private space is women's familiar decision-making process, manage income, expenditure, buying clothing, furniture, food, land, house, educate children, and choice partners. And public space means, from my point of view, for my thesis, is women's leadership and engagement in the community activities, like freedom to visit public spaces like schools, clinics, union council, local council office, bank, markets, clinics, different religious churches and festival centers. So, and then the 16 decisions. 16 decisions is a Grameen Bank microcredit. It is built in Grameen Bank microcredit program, which has socio-economic, cultural, environmental messages. So these are the 16 decisions. I'm not reading all of them, but some of them I read them. So here, women, in 1984, Grameen Bank, there was a national workshop with Grameen Bank all borrowers across Bangladesh. So they 3 days. At the end of the day, they just take this decision that we are going to follow in our life. So it is one kind of commitment, it is one kind of determination, it is one kind of oath, so like that. So we shall follow and advance the 4 principles: discipline, unity, courage, and hard work. We shall bring prosperity to our families. We shall not live in dilapidated houses. We shall grow vegetables all around here, not for other things. And we shall educate our children. And we shall not take any dowry at our children's wedding. We shall not practice child marriage. We shall always be ready to help each other. I'm not reading all of them because the main part is actually later on. So these are the things, actually, maybe it is not meaningful here, people, but it is really a life for the people in Bangladesh, the poor people. And it is designed in such a way, the right, appropriately it is designed, that Bangladesh conduct to the poor. So this is one of some of the pictures I bring for this nation. So this is pineapple. These women, they lease land from the landlords of some places, and they cultivate the pineapples. This one of them. This another one. You see, this lady has a backyard poultry farm. She raising her poultry. So this one of the example. and the down is boats and fish businesses. So now, Grameen Bank, Bangladesh context, I'm going to say, Bangladesh, you can see it is agricultural dominated economy, where round the year we can produce the crops. It is really an excellent weather in terms of tropical weather plus rainy season, all the time rain. So very, in terms of geographical, climate condition is excellent. So this is number one. The second is an Islamic country, 99% people are now Muslim, but it is patriarchal dominated country. And another character is to say that here 95% jobs are non-agriculture related jobs, paid employment. Bangladesh is totally different. There is limited number of non-agriculture paid employment in Bangladesh. So actually the 55 million people are living under feminization, so poverty condition, but the figure actually depends on different statistics, so it is different. And they are actually suffering from social, economic, human rights exploitation in the villages. Males make the major decision in the family. Those are in the subcontinent, you can understand, or Asian continent, the actually norms, you can say, the family. And the second thing is the male elites, they occupy the public space. Now it is a little bit melting down. So another thing is sexual discrimination of division of labor, gender division of it is all those who are reading sociology or initiatives on the common term, and it actually really undervalues women in the family in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, even Philippines also I visited there. I find it there. Women are labeled as homemakers, and males are labeled as breadwinners and head of the families. So this is the map of Bangladesh. Here, you see, this is on top the Everest. Bhutan, Nepal, there, and adjacent to Bangladesh, this area is the east north part of India. This is the, and also south also occupied by India. The down east is actually the Myanmar, Burma, and the west side is India. The Calcutta, the famous city, is here. So you know why you maybe see that Bangladesh every year flood. Why it is happening? This mountain area, Everest, when the rainy season comes, heavy rainfall, the waters are flowing through these rivers. This side, this side, this side, past the middle of Bangladesh, and this is the way and that. So it is flooded. So this area actually very much affected. Even in May, some of the the rice are standing crop. That time the whole underwater, and then this side waters are coming later. And at the end, July, that again comes from this river, and this part is flooded. So that's why Bangladesh is a natural catastrophe. It is really unfortunate for our people. So, and after independence in 1971, it is really a lot of problems created. So this year, lucky, this water flows not to Bangladesh, if you want to Pakistan. And they are not actually habituated to face this flood. So this is the situation. So now this is the crucial part. So do not take this statistics. Statistics is a little bit different. I'm talking the whole structure of Grameen Bank. What is the structure of Grameen Bank? The nucleus of Grameen Bank is the Grameen Bank borrowers. So here I represent the Grameen Bank borrowers, the unit, the clients, and then 5 women together make a group. So this is the group, and 10 to 12 or 8 to 12 group together make one center, one association, cooperative. So that means maximum 60 women make one cooperative. So what would the radius? Radius is like 1 square kilometer, like 1 block. The block will be a little bit more. There's the block. So and then under 100 center association cover one branch, the office where the branch employees are. Their branch office, the manager. We have usually 6 bank workers who are the field worker and 1 manager. And then on top it, the area office. Area office means 10 branch office cover 1 area office. And then the zonal office, it is cover 100 branches. Okay? And then 70 to 100 branches, and then the head office. So this is the total system. So I'm coming to later on this thing, the system, and issues. What are the issues are there? Women are secondary decision makers in the family, I already told you. And women's civic capital development takes place in the shadow of man's development. So it is sad for us. And sexual division of our women's unpaid domestic chores and man's paid labor, for the limits women's physical movement and social movement in society, and women's intra-household power relations are unequal, although husband and wife should be the equal partner, but there is a discrimination layer, you can say. So my research questions are women, Grameen Bank borrowers aware about those issues they are suffering from in the public space and private space? What are the barriers women are facing to participate in the public space, and what support they need in order to use 16 decisions to enhance their private and public space development in their family and in the community? So in order to measure those private and public space, I have 5 measuring parameters you can say for private space and 5 for public space. So number 1 is for private space is household decision making, day-to-day expenses and income, number 1. Number 2, control loan, whether they are able to control their loan, and importance of women's opinion in buying land, furniture, electronics, clothing, savings, educating children, and festival arrangements. And using latrines, so here, using it, you maybe say, what is this again? In Bangladesh, it's totally different. Even the village from where I came, we also use open space for dropping those things. And freedom to visit parents' house. So this is another, just I put in between, the Grameen Bank people, those who take the loan, what kind of activity they do. They say from here, the carpentry, some people carpentry job, wood crafts, blacksmith, so make different types of tools for cutting the crops, and also women make the pottery crafts, and here is the tin smith, the different suspans, spoon, those are things. So this is really in the village, you can find different types of people who do different technical jobs, and they have the livelihood. That is the promoting the bank. Public space measure participation in weekly center meeting. I'm coming to that, what is weekly center meeting, and engagement in community organizations and communities, transfer center leadership skills to community activities, and solving neighbors' problems collectively, and freedom to visit public spaces like clinics, immunization centers, schools, local councils, banks, and markets. Marginalized, so I talked before general issues. What is the specific issue for the marginalized women? They are suffering from feminizations of poverty. I think you know the feminization poverty meaning. And then these people are really unable to fulfill their basic needs, food, shelter, clothing, education, and health, have less power in the family and in the community and other social problems. Another thing is, what kind of strategy Grameen Bank put in place to address these issues? Number 1, Grameen Bank has initiated group-based, collateral-free microcredit. That means Grameen Bank give loan not individually, but group-based, make 5 people group and then give the loan. And it has designed, I already told, the 16 decision built into the system that goes parallel. This one. So not only when our field staff go to the center and they explain what is the system of Grameen Bank, how you have to take the loan, how you have to repay the loan, how you have to pay your savings, what is the recording system, as well as also they explain the 16 decisions and explain why it is important, why it is very important. Without 16 decisions, these people cannot move forward. We say that social and economic mission should be together. So that's why, say for example, we say you take the loan and you make the money, and if you do not control this money yourself, you do not have that power in the family. And if you do not send your children to the school, then they will be like you, dark. So if you want to really uplift yourself, you have to uplift whole family. So that is the message. And not only just develop the 16 decisions, but Grameen Bank also develops some campaign in different forum or different meetings, workshops. I'm coming later on this one, and then also develop some program to related to 16 decisions. So I'm coming that on later on. So this is the whole. Now Grameen Bank total borrowers, client you can say 8.5 million people. It's a huge operation in Bangladesh, and 97% are women. This is only targeted program to the disadvantaged people, not to other people. So, and it has 2,565 branches. Can you imagine how big the arrangement is there? And it works 81 villages across Bangladesh. Total staff is 22,000. Actually, it is more than the full-time employee, but part-time, not part-time, we don't have part-time trainees. Every year, 5,000 we include, and some people retired. Total loan disbursement is near about $10 billion. The loan size is started from $50 to $1,000 average, but now started it with bigger loan up to 10,000. Some people take $20,000 for business. I'm coming later on that one. During the past month, only 1 year, the 1,341 million. That means it is increasing geometrical progression, not arithmetical way. Average monthly disbursement is $111 million. Maybe this month it will be more. Now the people are taking loan for agriculture. For the crops it will be more, maybe $250 million per this month. Loan recovery rate is the 97%. You know, you go on so in details with the bank statement inside. It's a terrible story. People do not repay the loan. Bankruptcy, this and that was there. So 100% loans financed from bank internal liquidity. This is one thing that microfinance institutions are screaming for funding because they don't get funding from different sources. But here, Grameen Bank actually give one instance, the word that it finance loan from its internal liquidity. I'm coming to that point later on. And total revenues generated by Grameen Bank was in 2009, $209 million, and the expenditure is $204 million. $5 million is profit, and this profit doesn't go to Professor Yunus' pocket, no. One of the good system in Grameen Bank that when people join in Grameen Bank, they buy one share in Grameen Bank. So that means 8.5 million borrowers means 8.5 million shareholders of Grameen Bank. They are the shareholders as well as the borrowers. So this dividend goes to these people. So the beauty of this organization. And as these people are the shareholder of the bank, the board of directors also from these people. And they sit down with Professor Mohammed Yunus and the minister also one of the member of the board. So they come from the village and sit down, 13 people, and take the bank decision. And what they say, the appropriate decision for the bank. Other people are talking from the sky or somewhere, it is not appropriate to them, like World Bank, people are talking something. So, you know, this Grameen Bank is giving loan to the people, small scale like this type of plot. They are making this, what is called, homestay gardening, like that. So, small plot, and these are organic. But here organic a double price, but in Bangladesh, not like that. So this is another example down. He has a brinjal and ready, harvest ready for selling in the market. So 16 decision campaign strategies. What are the strategies you do, communicate this message at the ground level, the remotest village, 83,000 villages. Huh? So we have a system called weekly center meeting. What is that? You know, sometimes here if you want to take a loan, just one time you go, or before taking loan, you go several times to bank. You say, after taking the loan, maybe bank manager never see you and you never see him. After 2-3 years, maybe you can. But here in Grameen Bank counter, every week, our bank people goes to our houses, door to door. They do not need to come to the bank. Our field staff go to the borrower's house when? Before 7 a.m. Because after 7 a.m. they may be involved with other jobs, his children go to school. So before 7 go so that they can have, and they have a meeting within their community, say for example, within the block, like that. So they sit down and within 1 hour, they give the money, very systematic way, they give the money and the bank worker, the passbook is there, signature, take the money and go. Within the 1 hour, also in the center meeting, they propose the loan proposal. If someone want to take the loan this week, she has to send her, I want to take loan. Or 2 or 3, how much money? This. The other, before proposing, she has to discuss with the center chairman, and coming on so that later on that one, and the center chief. They scrutinize everything is okay, and then say, yes, it can be approved, and sign the paper and give to the bank staff, give the bank, and then within 1 day, the loan is approved. And then we have another, in the center meeting, first 5 minutes is like the 16 decision, they do some exercise like that, what the yoga style that they do, and then they make the slogan sound, and then start the meeting, and then the loan transaction, loan proposal, and then discuss this, their personal issue, then whatever they have, they discuss it, and then they also discuss some of the 16 decisions, health program, education program, that. So we have another 7 days workshop, 1 day workshop, exchange visit, sometimes one center, one association people go to another association and stay in their houses for 2 or 3 days. That's the way they expose each other and learn their business intertraders. And the annual gathering like annual fair like that. So 16, I already told you that 16 decisions has some program, develop some program. So actually I was involved with all those programs. Grameen Bank provides shallow tube well for loan for safe drinking water and for irrigation. I can say that this is the history of Grameen Bank borrowers who take loan for sinking tube well for drinking safe water. This is the history in Bangladesh, not in Bangladesh, in the world. So this is one of the. Another is supply iodized salt for goiter diseases. You know, Bangladesh every year this flood. So the the soil is washed away, the iodine going, so that create the goiter problem. So we supply this iodized salt and also distribute oral rehydration saline ORS packet. When the rainy season comes, flood comes, and after that post, a lot of diarrhea, cholera is there. So, and supply vegetable seeds also. I was involved in 80s, that project. And delivered fruits and tubers and seedlings. It is another thing. But why Grameen Bank people are working more? There is you work and immediately see the result. When I was young, you can't believe it. I worked 20 hours there. Go and then manage all these projects. So it's really, and the story is interesting story. In my life, I try to record everything if I can have. So, and also disburse education loan and scholarship to children of the Grameen Bank borrowers. It is actually started in 1997. The circular actually Professor gave it to me, Professor Yunus, to make it. So I came back from, went back from Pakistan, Afghanistan, so that I taught. It's really going very well. So it encourages the borrowers' children to be more, not to be dropped from the school. So only maybe $50 give scholarship to them. It's really encouraged to them. Another thing, the adult education. I am in the adult education and community development. This is the evidence that without money, these people are learning the basic literacy skill. You see, say for this lady maybe learn from Grameen borrowers, but then employees learn how to write her signature in the stick, in the soil, and then now our field staff is very busy. So that lady, she's the new one, try to be in the center, newly maybe recent. So she learned her how to sign her signature. So that is the way one adult and another adult, and no money. We do not spend any money for the education program. But we have another separate education program, which is separate sister organization. So the methodology, I went to Bangladesh for data collection, primary data, as well as secondary sources of data. I myself take the interview, face-to-face interview, talk with them, and printed questionnaire. So there are 61 sample, and data enter. After coming back here, I just enter the data into Excel with coding. Professor Rothschild also helped me with that. And then I have two types of data: quantitative data, qualitative data. Quantitative data I put in the Excel and then SPSS. The quantitative data, actually it was amazing. When I came first week of July last year and meet with Professor Jackson, you have to contact with Ruth. I went there, so another of my senior fellow here, he was with her working. So the Kazi, so she showed me what she was doing with my senior fellow. So she showed me this, I was surprised, oh my God, this is a new thing I have to do. Anyway, it is really interesting. A new method in the research methodology called qualitative mixed method means the when you have the open-ended question, in one question, there will be diversified opinions. So what you do, that questions you have to make some categorized under themes. Under themes you can record some examples what the participants say. It was really helped me to concentrate, to condense the diversified open-ended questions responses. So this is the analysis use it. So now I'm coming to the data. Interesting. This is actually reflected Bangladesh structure also. My sample characteristics shows that 90% women are married, live with their couples, and Bangladesh 53% women still have joint family, live in the joint family. So, but maybe 10 years, 20 years before it was 60, more than 60. But now, you know, the globalization, capitalism, economic hardship, single family is increasing. And another change I find myself also, that housing type. People before they live in cottage, affiliated houses, but now with this Grameen Bank housing loan and the income process, 25% women now build the Pakka building, the concrete building, also that one, and 75% women are saying Pakka building. So this is really a breakthrough in Bangladesh. So this is another example. Women collectively dig a pond and cultivate this fish and make it. And another, so now I'm coming to the education. In Grameen Bank, we have, say, the center school, Central Informal Community Learning Center, you could say that. So the center schooling, 33% women say they take the basic literacy skill from the center school, which is, black, that school, but we do not have much more publication on those things. So that's what we don't know. But I initiated that program in 80s, but it was so popular. And in the morning, our field staff should go to the central school because the children are coming. It was unmanageable for them. 5 years contract, then president stopped it. Then now we started to develop some sister organizations and give them those activities. So 34% women are primary education, high school 33, and more education, college and university. So now come to the point, this decision-making practices, how much they have. So day-to-day expenses, 32.8% women say that, yes, I myself take the decision in the favor. Okay, very good. But 16.4% women say still the husband, sons and parents take the decision without consulting them. So another thing, the democracy. You see, 41% women say that all family members together make the decision. The sign of democracy, intensive democracy, participatory democracy, started from the grassroots level, from family, basic unit. And then regarding the income, this is the same statistic, 32.8% they themselves manage the income. But you see, husbands and son and parents without her take the decision 25%. Here, still the man take the power, the money, the income. So this is one of the things. And also all females. Now come to the private space to see what is the situation. So here 98% women say that they belong to any kinds of community organization, which is good. And this among them, 80% women they like actually community activities. Others because they have a lot of personal responsibility, like maybe they have some children, lactating children, and also other family burden. So they do not. And another problem also, this not problem that it is open. I'm really happy that 94% women say that no, we don't have a problem to participate, to go to the bank, to go to the school, to go to the immunization center, health training. So it is open. But 30 years, 40 years before, it was really a problem for the people. So now, what are the barriers we are facing? The 41% women say that male dominance. Male always try to be all the time. So this is one. And another thing, what kind of support they need. They say that appreciation from husband and other family members, it is 16%. But they say that 44% is participation of family members in decision. So that is that they want the support, that all family members should be involved in the family decision process. So this is a really good thing. And others also, 24%, they say that women empowerment, respect, people should respect what women say. Sometimes if some mistake, it should be accepted, and they need some training. So these are the support ones. So now, what are the issues? I say that are the women are aware about the issues. You see, interesting. 79% women already aware about that. Yes, we women should have equality rights. So here my son, here my daughter. Before my die, I'm going to distribute this whatever I have made for my son as well as my daughter, same proportion. This is a great change. And awareness creation. And next, this, yes, my generation was drugs. You don't know what is A, B, C, nothing you learn. But my generation also same, but next generation, no. My next generation will be also educated person. So 62% people are aware that I'm good. And also other things, the time is actually very fast. So this is one of the new thing. I find it very interesting that what I told Professor Rothschild and Dr. Monica, both of them helped me, also Professor Jack. Professor Angela Miles was in my thesis student, she also liked this thing I showed her. So in Bangladesh, socio-economic structure and current structure is totally different. Some problems also different. One emerging problem, it is really a serious problem in Bangladesh, the dowry program. So this was not even 50 years before, not like that, but now dowry is really a severe acute problem in Bangladesh. So when I asked this question, do you like this or no, we don't like these things. Why women should be object on their marriage as well as give them some dowry demand? They don't like it. So defenders, I make them, categorize them, their responses into themes. So right, so they say that dowry causes poverty. And that dowry goes against human rights of women. Dowry creates family conflict. Dowry goes against religious prescription. Dowry causes social problems. So Angela really like it. Anyway, so under that theme, I put some examples here. Specific example. You see how much they deeply think about it. The dowry causes poverty. So one lady, her name Firuza, she said, those people who look for dowry, they are greedy for wealth. They want money without working hard. Dowry marriages drain savings of parents and improvise them. I gave a dowry and spent a huge amount of money on my daughter's wedding because they demanded a Honda motorcycle for a dowry. See, this is a serious thing. So like the same thing, another thing, the third one, second one said dowry is against the law. In Bangladesh, it is prohibited. It is illegal and it is illegal pressure to bride's parents for dowry. And dowry seekers harass the bride's family, it hampers peace in the family and creates a rift between the bride's family and the groom's family like that. So I'm not going to discuss all of them, I'm short. So another thing breakthrough in Bangladesh, it is really good statistic. And you know, I already told you the Grameen Bank, 5 people together make one group chairman, and 30 women together make center chief. So this system, they want every year change, 5 people. So in 5 years, all women become group chairman. After 30 years, 30 women become the center chief. So this is the process make them to practice the leadership activities in their centers, in their home periphery. So that's why I say the Grameen Bank system make the board familiar with election process. They routinely go through electing group, chairs and secretaries, center chief, deputy center chief every year. They elect board members for running Grameen Bank every year. This experience has actually prepared them to shift, to transfer the leadership in the other than Grameen Bank sphere. So this is one of the example that there is a, you know, here the local council, the mayor election, city council. So in Bangladesh we also city council, city mayor, but the village level it is called local council. Those are India, the panchayat system is there. So in the village also the local representatives are usually they are the higher middle class, 20 years before, even 15 years before. Now these people are coming out. This shows the statistics. This is secondary source of Grameen Bank, they recorded. Here you see 97 there's a national wide, the local government election, and 2003. And other national what yet not happened, the local, maybe this is going to be. So here the statistics show that chair in the local council, the chair person, 97 it was 59. Now in 2003 it is 81. And the member, the councillor in the union, the panchayat, it is total 3,325 in 97 and 4,160 in 2003. It is really a milestone statistic in the history of Bangladesh. Even in India also I can say that in Pakistan. So these people are coming out to be a formal representative, to be a formal local leader in society, and these are the women. So this is another backthrow information. It is this system actually, this Upazila district chairman, Upazila Orishad, Upazila council, this election in 2001, the government actually introduced one new post only for women, female vice chair. It was not previously there. So in this category, female vice chair, this one I'm talking, this one, you see 144 women elected out of 481. See how they are, how much like a dragon they are moving. So this is the backthrough information. Others also with the competition, male and female both there, but still 11% women came from vice chair, and chairman also 9.6%. So maybe in the next election, it will be 20%, the chair and other, this will be 50% from the poor representation. So it is, I'm hopeful that within 20 years, the Bangladesh totally changed. You know, the Bangladesh is famous for NGO, Grameen Bank, and other organizations, and their 30 years, 40 years work now started to give the result. So this is one of the example. This 2009, when these women are elected, so Professor Yunus invited them to have a lunch in the head office. So this is Professor Yunus, this is picture. So he's there, other women there. Can you imagine this women totally face change? They are like a skeleton when they work. Now they are like middle class women. So Grameen Bank activities, I feed in, now I'm coming to the framework, theoretical framework. You have to work with your thesis. So the theoretical framework, I'm coming to that, and see that what approach it and feed, how much it feed. So I find that there is a women WIB approach, women in development, women in business, there is one approach, women development. So as government involve women to be in business through using this government microcredit, so it fulfills WIB approach, women in business development approach. And government 16 decisions, it is about your economy, it is about culture, it is about social development, it is about environmental things, because you see the slides, it talks about education. So it is total women development, women development, WID approach. And last week I find there is a national survey, Professor Sajjad Juhi, as a university professor, Dhaka University, he conducted a research and find that 10 million people have $1.25 per day that income. So it is really a big statistic. So it is a national impact. And also, the last government, they also included microcredit in the fiscal policy and the budget planning. So that means the women in development, they are provocating for the women not only initiate program at the micro level, they it should be the national level, macro level, fiscal policy. So Grameen now microcredit in Bangladesh it included in the national policy. That means it fulfills the WID approach. So there's another group also, Katie Young. So she's actually from Halifax. She talks about the CID, culture and development, feminism. So Grameen Bank respect the existing culture and work within the existing culture. So it fulfilled the CID approach. And then women in environmental development, I already told you this Grameen Bank, 70% loan is for agricultural works, livestock, poultry, and other things. So it fulfilled the environmental development approach too. But everywhere, however, Grameen Bank is working within the existing patriarchal, male-dominated society. It is not challenging the system. Yes, we see the man is doing, but we are not talking. Why you are doing this? The money should be, if you give them loan to your husband, if you control the money, we are not giving the loan to you. We do not do that. We say that, we tell her, please, you control the money so that power should be with you. So that is the way we are going to do. So this is one of the limitation, whatever you can say. So gender division of labor or women equality, this is one of the approach called GAD. This is more influential feminist literature, feminism is there. So let's see what is going on with Grameen Bank. You know that there are two approaches in the microcredit sector. One is called minimalist approach, another is called integrated approach, holistic approach. The minimalist approach, there are single-minded microcredit. They say that microcredit, we only give loan to people. We cannot give much more things. We do not do all job. We only give credit to the people and they will collect the money from them. That is. The second thing, no. If we give loan to people, it cannot give them total development. If you want to do, but economic development is enough, unless you provide some health facilities, health services, education services, other services, it is not a total development. What is Professor Jack Waters says, social economy. Actually, really, this is the real development. If you do not have social economy, only pure economy, you need to destroy the whole world. Now, the disparity and inequality, those injustices are happening. So, Grameen Bank works holistic approach. I can say why. It works as a cooperative system. It makes a solidarity among the people, exchange information, that's the way they develop themselves. And the 16 decisions, it is the combinations of social, economical, cultural, environmental, all those things. And it also working for social development for last 3 years. We give education loan, we provide this education to the people. And so that's why it is. All this together, I can say, holistic development approach. So you see, this is the way our borrowers sit down, ground floor, and discuss these things with each other. You see, you can find who is the bank worker. I know who is the bank worker. She's the bank worker. She's the bank worker. They bring their children and sit together. Informal meeting, not a formal thing here. So, participatory approach, that's another approach, is a participatory approach, where the Grameen Bank is fulfilled. Yes, it is there. How? The group chairs and center chief, I told you that the five women, they have to select group chairman, and this chairman, he propose the loan and represent the group, and center chief, he is also represent the whole cooperative, and they change every year. And these people should be present every central meeting. And these people, this is the way, gives them to practice the leadership's the skills. Because every week they make a mistake. From mistake is an asset for you. From there you can develop yourself. So this mistake gives them experience. So trial and error. learning by doing mistakes. So that is the process of Grameen. So this is the way I can say that it is participatory approach fulfilled. It's how a lot of people here at university. So this is one of the man, this man as a for cow fattening with his motors. So, and now the question that Grameen Bank, yes, fantastic model design, and practically we have also. So we have, I can say that Grameen Bank now say that it's a huge organization and foreign donors, foreign fund not available, so it has to run by its own. So it has to be earn its own. So financial sustainability, institutional sustainability, in terms of financial sustainability, is the important places of it. That means you invest loan to the people and the return, repay the loan and the interest you get, that is your income. So that is the word. That's why our field staff try to develop, invest more loan to the people so that the investment can increase and the earn can increase. So this is one. The second thing is, but social economy, social business, those people are now in the front line, and it's really now it is a real issue all over the world. All social scientists, they give the social economy, give the solution. The social business, social entrepreneur, community development, this is the solution. Political scientists, they are talking political economy, talking, there is no solution. But here, social scientists give one solution that yes, you can start you can do some program which can have economic value as well as social mission, so that the capitalism only pure profit maximization, and there is no social commitment. Another, I don't believe that on the social corporate social responsibility, they are snaking, dancing with the people. So social economy, you design a program which have economic values as well as social mission, so that it can synchronize the two. Friday there was one presentation. My friend, she also went to Bangladesh. Robin Day. So she talks to World Bank. He gives some prescription in Colombia and Chile. They say that education, private, public sector together. So although it will be a lot of problem, but started your theory what the World Bank thinking. So this is one thing that be done, but the problem is how you can do it. This is one, and if you include the social mission, then that does not give you any income, any revenue, but it's your cost, service cost, how you can sustain it. That's the one question. The second one is gender development. You see, the Grameen Bank still need to work with this 1/3 still in the hands of the main power. So how we can work on those things, how gender development agenda can include, promote. So these are my questions. If you have any questions.
Okay, so are there questions?
I have a question. I really enjoyed your presentation, so natural. Just you said that you hope that in the next 20 years that Bangladesh is completely changed, and I was wondering in what way in terms of development, because it seems, I might be reading this the wrong way, but that it's pushing towards this consumerist behavior of the West, where families are fractured, where you need all these institutions to now take care of children, to take care of the older generations. In terms of that, I don't see it as very sustainable at all to say, hey, take this money, but then this gender definition of a homemaker as seen as negative would be more important to look at the majority and claim it as positive. So I'm wondering in which way you see, especially with the effects of the environment. And
yes, I would like to say that in Bangladesh, if you look at the history of Bangladesh, Pakistan and Bangladesh, compare. I'm not even in Pakistan, I'm not talking India is a little bit different strategy. Pakistan was for better economy, for higher in terms of ranking the world ranking. Pakistan is down Bangladesh. Even Bangladesh is top of Yemen. Yemen was a lot of wild resources are there. Kenya, Tanzania, these are countries I would never think that they will be below Pakistan, Bangladesh. I find that Bangladesh is 94, world ranking 74. Can you imagine? This is why. If you look at macro politics, economy, that's the darkest side. But if you look at the grassroots level, because the macro credit, every year we have the flood, my friend. You can't believe it. There is a river on the standing rock, broken, flood came. My father was senseless. How we can feed his 10 to 12 children? The flood is in the, he sailed the land, this and that, and we have. So that is the natural catastrophe. But you see, these women, the grassroots women, 155 million people, small country, very small, 55,000. It is, Canada is 100 times bigger than Bangladesh, but we have 151. So I'm talking, these grassroots women, they were totally in a dark age. There's no sensation. I can say there's no sensation, only what they have. Their husband bring money, day laborer, and they cook, and if not, they are starvation. But now we go there, the every flood, they repay. The children, the school dropout rate of the poor people, no there. The children are there. I told you, that is the scenario. These people are sitting together. They have developed the solidarity. This is the backbone. What I say to them, these people are revived. They are now sub-district, vice chair. They are sitting with the public servants and argue with them. Yes, the policy what you have, make it for the us. But the national level, yet not. These people, when these people are 50 or 60% come out, the rural elite, those are the rural elites, they have to listen to them. Now they are only 1/4. Matari, women, local language, they say. But when they are 60%, they say, okay, what you are saying. The other people, what you are talking, what you say, I agree with that. So that is the point I say that already these people, the mass people already aware. The awareness is created, and the economy of this mass level people, little bit sustained, a little growing, and it is sustained, you can say that. The housing, what I say, every year they have to change this trash, petty straw, making every year they repair. Now they have a permanent structure, the houses. The children's educating. This lady, these ladies collectively lease and fund their do the same. This is not a sustainable development.
No, I meant sustainability in terms of the environment.
Yes, environment, okay, I'm coming to you. See, these are the sustainability, environmental thing. If any people use pesticide, then we are right a stop to do their own fire. See, a lot of things are there. That's why in Bangladesh, there you see, 71, 74, we have really, we have a lot of women died in front of the children, starvation. Only if the political stability is there, I can say the way the microfinance institution make grassroots level, they make the base, Bangladesh can reach within 50 countries this within 3 years. But our political situation is totally different. For India has a strong political base. That's why that okay. Pakistan has no political base down. Egypt, can you imagine Egypt to be one of the poorest country in the world? I never think of it. The civilization is from where? For 500 years before, because the political catastrophe. So that's why I'm hopeful that environmentally at the village level, and also a lot of environmentalists, also there are a lot of people, they are not aware. Here also a lot of environmentalists aware that the industry, those who pass their wastage in the river, the government is strongly, seriously taking action. So from that point of view, I see that.
I was just wondering, BRAC is also a Bangladeshi organization and is also self-sustaining within Bangladesh. I was wondering what kind of interaction Grameen and BRAC have between each other.
Good question. BRAC actually, Grameen Bank is completely solely working on microcredit. Okay? A lot of other things, you know, there's a 16 decision we have built in system. Yeah. The BRAC, its main function is education. The rural people, the community learning, community school, that is called. So they have a lot of other things. Actually, they take some funding from there outside. So and they do some relief work also. I say that. Here, this area is a really vulnerable area. If we get the flood, so sometimes they need some help. So BRAC is the education is the main function, and they have some relief program. And another thing is there, because of flood, post-flood, a lot of diarrhea, cholera, those are the things. So they get some funding. It was not now previously, but 10 years they did it. UNICEF helped them. So for OISE, anti-diarrheal campaign. So that is the program. But now, you know that the fund is now limited, external funding. So they now also included in that program microcredit from, I think it is from 90s, they started also, microcredit also one of the components, and they're working well. But Grameen Bank is fully concentrated on microcredit. And
are they ever in the same villages?
Yes, there are some. So you know that I already told the 8.5 million borrowers, no? But I think 55 million women are suffering acute poverty. So there are a lot of spaces are there. So yes, you can find some World Bank or other studies that that's overlapping. So it is not too much, 2 or 3% will be there. So we are aware of it. So if our field staff know it, then totally stop this thing. But yes, you have to see that this money goes to the people, not to the here. So that is not a good thing. These people are taking, but we are aware of that.
Further questions? I'll ask one. Kazi, one of the criticisms of Grameen's approach is it focuses too much on credit or microcredit, and that it's naive to think that that an approach that emphasizes microcredit is going to be able to lead to changes in the family and the community. So the results of your thesis seem to suggest that there were a lot of changes in the family and the community. But can you attribute those to the Grameen system, or are there other influences taking place that suggest maybe that other influences that may be accounting for them?
Yes, you know that Professor used one theory, what you say, that people say that he believes in automatic empowerment. Economic development could enhance, can open the other avenues of this. If the poor people are able to improve the economic situation, they are able to buy their health services, they can buy education services, they can buy their clothes, those things. So he believes on it. And actually, in practice, I would say that it is not true. That although we completely concentrated to give the loan to the people and they do the business, but the system you see, the cooperative, group-based cooperative, group-based, that means group cooperative system, people are interacting with each other, they are not isolated. In the community, they are interacting with each other, number one. Number two is the group chairman system, group secretary system, center chief system. This is what? This is and every year is changing, and but not by nomination, by election. So this is one of the process of democracy, the process, and also the process to develop leadership quality. These women came to Dhaka to talk with Professor Yunus. The way you see these people are sitting, there's no shyness like you and me. So this is one. Then, and this money is local living economics, what the people are now talking, and environmentalism, what are these are the evidence showing that it also has multiple effects. Okay, so the thing is that as Grameen Bank is a bank give loan, that's several studies there, World Bank and also Western people and Harvard, near Columbia University, a lot of professors went there and they write the book. They show the impact, economic impact that these people overcome the poverty, 58%. But you know that as these people overcome the poverty, what is that impact? Impact is previously they are unable to feed their children. So now they feed the children and have the nutrition. Now they send their children to school. Now they realize that, oh, I'm in the dark, I don't want my children. Another thing that they are suffering malaria, those mosquito bite, no net. Now they buy the mosquito net. You see? So these are the result of the basis of the economy. So I'm telling that, but yes, we agree, and that's why Professor Yunus said, yes, actually it is true, that the whole 5 years she worked hard and developed some money, have some money, and now she felt in a disease like fever or some other thing. So she's unable to take the health services, which is very high. So that's why for her health treatment, she spent a lot of money. I can go back to that situation. Maybe she's unable to go to do a business. So that is one thing. So that's why he made Grameen health system, Grameen healthcare. We have also Grameen healthcare in different places where very cheap. It is not from just take the services like what you mentioned, the social economy. Every year the borrowers has to pay $10 like that, and goes to the health center fund, and that is there's a doctor like and the nurse and the pathology centers are there. They test the thing very cheap rate and provide the services, health treatment services with cheap, and also we have some link with what is called Pfizer Bangladesh, Glasgow Bangladesh, and they give some medicine. Not much high cost, and we give those minimum charge. That is the way. So actually, there are a lot of services are there. In the beginning, we are only concentrated on credit, but now it is expanded into different.
Okay. Any other questions? Oh.
Just a quick question. In your presentation, you used the terms sex and gender. My impression was that it's sort of interchangeable. I was wondering if that was intentional or, your decision to do that. Because a lot of the times when we talk about gender development, it is referred to as gender, and you talk about sexual discrimination, and so you use the terms kind of interchangeably, and I was wondering if that was an intentional decision.
Gender discrimination, you know that it is a common term. all over the world. Even here also it is the same thing. So what happened, Grameen Bank believes that if, even not Grameen Bank, Napoleon Hill, the 200, 300 years before, he said that if you can teach a woman, you can teach a woman, the whole nation can develop. So we believe it, that if we can develop the mother of the family, she not only to take of her, these benefits are distributed to our children, to our daughters. If you give it to the father, sometimes yes, he will not separate from the family, but sometimes he is going to here and there taking coffee, tea, lot of other things he's doing. But when money goes to women, she's very careful, attentive to make some savings, to make optimum use of these resources for the interest of the family. So,
But she's asking you whether you're using the term sex and gender in the same way, interchangeably, or do you
no, actually my studies women forward, so that's why I'm talking. It is not yet come to think of towards in Bangladesh country. It is yet not. I'm talking the women empowerment, so the thesis. So, but men are already think that they are superior gender, so that's why it is norms, but false norms.
anything else? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. If any questions, please.